If you are thinking of selling a new e-commerce product but you don't know if you should sell it or not, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can test and validate your e-commerce business. Because over the year I find out that people don't know where to sell and when not to sell a product, even though when they test it, but they don't know how to validate it. So in this video I'm just going to combine both the testing and validation together. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So first, how can you test a product? Personally, I use Facebook adverts. I set up a sales page for the product, run Facebook adverts at least 3 days, and after 3 days, I validate. Now, the question most people do ask is, after 3 days, the sales, or if at all I get any sales, how do I handle those sales? Remember that we are running importation business here. In my own case, maybe in your own case you are running dropshipping business, but personally I run importation business. So since I run importation business, I have not imported this product because I'm yet to validate it. So if order comes in during the testing, what do I do? So what I do most of the time is, depends on the amount of order that actually comes in. If the order that comes in are not that much, what I do is that I just get it from a local manufacturer, a local supplier, and deliver it to the customer. Like, get it, let's say I have like 5 orders for the products. I can just get like 3, because I know not all of them are going to be available for the delivery. So I can just get like 3 from the local manufacturer, ship it to one of my delivery agents, and he's going to be the one to deliver the products. Alternatively, if the order comes in that much, what I do is that I send out an follow-up message. I send out follow-up message after some days to the people that actually place order for the products, and tell them that, oh, we run out of stock and we'll be expecting new stock soon. We really appreciate their waiting, and once the products arise, we send out message to them, like we send them a message. So after the product arrive, what I usually do is that I will just message like another follow-up that, okay, we now have the product, and because we really appreciate you waiting, all this time to get the products, here is, we are offering you additional 20% discounts. So instead of paying this amount that you buy it, you are going to be paying this amount. Kindly reply this message and let us know if you are still interested. That way, they will not like they will still find it more appreciative, to buy from you, because kind of give them a discount. That is it. So basically, that is how you can test a product. And in a scenario whereby you get order and you are into importation, which is what I deal with most of the time, and how do you deliver the products, how do you handle the situation? So that is how you can handle it. So after you test the product, like after you run advert for the product and you get sales, getting sales is not the goal. This is what I tell one of my students few days ago. He say, what if we get sales? Does that mean we are going to start importing the products? No, getting sales is not the goal. Making sure that you make profit is the goal. So now, how do you make sure that you make profit when you have not actually buy the product? Now, when you are testing a product, you should have a metrics in place that has to tick for you to order the product. You get the point? The most important metrics for me is ROAS. How many ROAS are you expecting? Like, how many x? Is it 7x? Is it 10x? Is it 15x? At what ROAS are you profitable? Are you profitable at 5x? Are you profitable at 7x? Are you profitable at 10x? So that is what you have to keep in mind. Now, maybe for most people, you don't even know how to calculate ROAS. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to do a little bit of calculation right now. Okay, so the way you calculate your ROAS is, let's say you're actually testing a product, and you test it for 3 days, and after 3 days, let's say you spend 30,000 naira in Naira. This is total spent. Let's say the total sales you got is I don't know, let's say 7. And let's say your products, let's say 17,005. So now, based on this, what we have here, you spend 30,000 naira on advert, during your testing, you get 7 sales, and each of the products is going for 17,500. So that means 17,500 naira, 17,500 naira times 7. 17,500 times 7. So in total we have 122,500. 122,500. So this is how much like your advert generates during those period that you do the testing. Now the problem here is that in Nigeria we are running on payment on delivery. Although not everybody is running on payment on delivery, but for most people is running on payment on delivery. And when you get this order, they have not paid you upfront. You get the point. So what I usually do when I get order is, especially when I'm doing trade testing, is usually from our store we do 50 to 70% successful delivery rate, but on average we can say maybe 60 or 55. But personally, when I'm doing testing like this, I do 50, like 50% successful delivery rate. So what is the 50% of this amount? So we divide this by 2. Sorry, we divide this by 2. So let's go back. Divide by 2. So which give the total of 61,250. 61,250. So this is like how much the realistic expectation of what you are supposed to generate with the advert. Although I'm supposed to use 8, I'm supposed to use 8 here so that we can divide it by 2. So let me redo my calculation. Times 8. So we have 140k divided by 2. So that is going to be 70k. So this is like the expectation. So now this is the final result. You spend 30,000 naira on adverts, you make total sales of 8, and your product is 17,500 per unit, and you generate 140k in sales. Then because of failed delivery rate, your successful delivery rate will map it at 50%, which will give you 70,000. Now what is your ROAS at this point? ROAS is equal to, what is your ROAS with this record now? What is your ROAS? So your ROAS, your revenue divided by your ad spend, that is your ROAS. Our revenue in this case is 70,000 naira divided by 30,000 naira is equal to, it means that we are generating 2.3 ROAS. 2.3 ROAS x. So now with 2.3x, remember that we make sales, not even one sales, we make 8 sales, you get. But now we are trying to test and validate. That is what you have to keep in mind. We are trying to test and validate. Now we have test, but it's time to validate. Now with our validation, our ROAS is 2x.
Before we continue with the video, I have a very important message to share with you. If you are trying to start mini importation business or e-commerce business and you don't know how to go about it, I'm currently working on a program that's going to guide you through on how to start a successful mini importation business or e-commerce business. And for you to join this program, you can just check the description of this video. You are going to find a link there. Depending on where you are watching this video, the link might either ask you to join the waitlist or enroll for the course directly. And also, if you have been running e-commerce business for a while and you are stuck at a particular revenue range, maybe you are stuck at making 1 million naira per month and you can't make more than that, you are stuck at making 2 million naira per month and you can't make more than that, or you are stuck at making 3 million naira per month and you can't make more than that, or you are even making less, maybe as low as 500k per month and you can't make more than that, I also have a program that is designed for you on how you can scale profitably. And with this program, you'll be able to scale as much as 5 million naira per month. And if you also want to get access to that program, you can just check the description of this video. You are going to find a link that is going to redirect you to join a waitlist or have access directly to the program. So that is all I have to share with you for now. And let's go back to the video.
Can you still go ahead and buy the product when your ROAS is 2x? The answer is no. 2x ROAS is not profitable. Now, when it comes to when you are selling product, this 17,500 naira product now, you have to, the landing cost, which include the buying and shipping. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for logistics. That is within Nigeria, like within your country, and you have to pay for ads. Now, let's say your landing cost is 4,005, right? And your logistics is, let's say, 4,000 naira. Now, with what you are currently generating, with your advert, if things continue to go like this, you are using 30,000 naira to get 4 sales. So 30,000 naira divided by 4, it means that you are spending 7,000 naira, 7,500 naira on average to get 1 sales. Now, when you end up calculating that 7,500 naira here, so it means that this one and this one is 8,005, this one is 7,005, so 85 plus 75, that should be 16,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 16,000. So this and this and this, that is the total. With what you currently have now, the total is 16,000, and now you are selling the product for 17,500. It means that your profit is 1,500 naira. That is why I said, for if your validation is 2.3 racks, then is not a product that you should import, because what you have to understand is that as time goes on, the cost for you are getting for sales now is going to goes up, like, because more people now know about the product, and some of the people that see your adverts over and over again, like, is no more interested, the product is no more interested to them anymore. So with this kind of validation now, like, you are not supposed to go near the product. Now, when are you supposed to go ahead and import the product? Now let's revert this. Let's revert this. Now let's say um we are spending the same amount. Um ad spent is still 30,000 naira, right? 30,000. Then total sales, let's say we are having, let's say 12. Then, so let's say price per unit, this time around we are doing, let's say the product is going for 29,000. Now it means that 29,000 times 12, it means that this actually generates us 348k. That is what this ad spend generates us. Now we are still using the 50% successful delivery rate rules here. I said earlier you can get more, like you can get 70%, but on average, out of every 10 Nigerians that bought your product, 5 to 7 of them are going to pick up. So we are going to reduce to the lowest, which is the 5, which is the 50%. This one now divided by 2. So it means that we are getting 174,000. Now, what is our ROAS at this point? We spent 30,000 on adverts, and we generate 12 sales with the product price per unit of 29,000. Total sales generated based on what we have 348,000. 50% successful delivery rate on average, which is the total of 174,000. So now 174,000 divided by the amount spent on adverts. So it means that we're having 5.8x, which means for every 1,000 we are spending on adverts, we are getting 5,800 naira back. Meanwhile, here, for every 1,000 we spend on adverts, we are getting just 2,300 naira back. Now, if you are to use the same calculation here, let's say the landing cost of the product is this one is 29,000. So let's say the landing cost of this product is 7,500. Then the logistics is 4,000. Then how much is Facebook charging us by ad spent, like by advert? So we have 12 sales divided by 2. So that means we have 6 sales in the reality of e-commerce business in Nigeria. 30 divided by 6. So it means that we are spending 5,000 now to get each sales. So 5,000 naira. So in total, how much is this? We have 005. Then here we have 16. Yeah, I think so. It means that our total, landing cost, delivery, and the ad cost is 16,000, while we are selling the product for 29,000, right? So now if you are to calculate our profit margin based on this now, 29,000 minus 16.5. Now it means that we are making 12,500 naira profit with this calculation now. Now with our 5.8x ROAX, we are making 12,500 naira, right? So with this validation now, like this second validation now, if you arrive at this validation, then you know that okay, this product is a good product. However, as time goes on, as I said earlier, the art cost is going to increase. So, but even though it's increased, let's say the art cost even increased to 10,000 naira by sales, it means that your profit is going to come down to 7,005, right? Which is still good if you have a bundle, you have offer and the like other thing to support it. It's still a good, like it's still a good profit margin considering the fact that the product is just 29,000. So basically that is how you can test and validate. There's other metrics you can look for, like other thing, like I don't want to, like the video is already too long, like other things to look for, but the most important metrics you want to look for is going to be ROAX. And when you are looking for ROAS as someone that is running e-commerce business in Nigeria, you have to factors the fact that this thing is payment on delivery. And some people are not going to pick up their calls, some people are not going to respond, and all those things. So you have to factor that out so that we don't end up like, okay, now I got 12 sales for this product, and because I get 12 sales, it means that it's profitable. No, you have to factor those failed delivery and unserious customer and all those things. So at the end of the day, getting sales when you are testing your product is not the goal. Making profit is the goal, as I already tell one of my students. So basically that is how you can test and validate your product. My name is Sam Green. So basically that is everything I'm going to cover in this video, and I hope you find this video helpful. I hope you find this video valuable. If you find this video helpful, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that when people like you can get to see this video. Share the video with your friends, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification so that anytime I drop a new video just like this, you'll be among the first people to be notified.